We've never before in human history had a mass generation of people not only getting older, but getting older with health and vitality. Over the past 25 years, Ken Dychtwald has emerged as the nation's foremost visionary and leading authority on the lifestyle, social, economic, workforce, and healthcare implications of the age wave. Dr. Ken Dychtwald is a psychologist, gerontologist, and consultant to business and government worldwide. He is the resource that leaders regularly turn to for original ideas and fresh solutions.
Live from around the world, a celebration of the millennium. This is ABC 2000.
As you see us going around the world today, Ken, and looking at the exploding population in some places, it must give you shivers in some respects.
Well, Peter, with regard to longevity, let's keep in mind that throughout 99% of human history, the average life expectation worldwide was less than 18 years. The truth of it is, in the past, most people didn't age. We all died very young. In the 19th and 20th centuries, we've seen extraordinary advances in medicine and pharmacy and public health, which have begun to give us all somewhat of a taste of a long life. But the real longevity revolution, the real fireworks are just about to occur. I think there's a very strong likelihood that by the middle of this new century, average life expectancy in the industrialized worlds will have lifted up to somewhere between 90 and 100, and I think people living to 120 or 150 will become commonplace.
Dr. Dychtwald is the author of 10 books on aging-related issues, including Bodymind, The Role of the Hospital in an Aging Society, his bestseller, Age Wave, Age Power, How the 21st Century Will Be Ruled by the New Old, and soon to come, Reinventing Yourself, How to Fulfill Your Dreams in the Third Age of Life. As a highly sought-after public speaker, Ken Dychtwald has addressed nearly 2 million people worldwide and has consistently won rave reviews for his unique ability to blend cutting-edge social science and marketing wizardry with world-class presentation showmanship. I've been learning from Ken Dychtwald for years and am convinced that he is today's most innovative and original thinker on this important subject. President Jimmy Carter.
We are living in an amazing time with regard to this theme that I hold so dear. We're living in a moment of explosion with regard to life, long life. And perhaps we take it for granted because we've become so accustomed to seeing 70-year-olds at the gym or hearing from 90-year-olds on the internet. But this is a remarkable new moment in time. We are seeing the birth of longevity and a new kind of maturity than the world has ever seen. Second, we have this quirky, educated, powerful, fascinating, mysterious, self-indulgent boomer generation pushing their way through life. And I would tell you that rather than thinking of them as the youth generation, that's when they first caught the media's attention, imagine it this way. Imagine that this generation is just now coming into its power. Rather than it's leaving its power behind, imagine this was all just a process of growing up. And who we are about to become will be our grandest statement. For the past 25 years, I've had the good fortune to do many, many terrific things with my career. But what I've come to realize is that at the end of the day, what I love to do more than anything is to give presentations. Part college lecture, part tent revival, it's even a little bit rock concert. For me, the chance to come together with an audience and shape ideas and explore new possibilities, and even to push the thinking about this subject to whole new heights is something I always look forward to.
Your message provided a thoughtful, informative, and provocative challenge to the HR profession. I certainly hope you enjoyed the standing ovation from all 17,000 participants. David C. Foreman, Senior Vice President, Society for Human Resources Management.
Historically, people have always lived what we'll call a linear life plan. Life was short, biologic clocks were ticking away, and so you kind of charged through your life in lockstep fashion. You learned, you worked, you rested, you died. It was pretty straightforward. Here's the way it goes. First, you learned you did that once. Then you fell in love, and it always lasted forever. You divided up the responsibilities. Honey, you'll do this till the end of time, and I'll do this till the end of time. And, of course, the kids always turned out perfect. And right before you died, you took a cruise. And that was sort of the package. It was sort of the formula. You know, I'm 22, so I guess I ought to be dating. I'm 33, time to buy life insurance. You know, or maybe you're 7, you got to be learning. But if you're 58, you're retiring. It was a whole straightforward package. I would have to tell you that I think the biggest transformative change that's going to come into our lives as a result of greater longevity will not be that we'll all be old longer, but rather we'll have a new paradigm for the way we'll live our lives. Let's call it a cyclic life paradigm, in which it will become normal for people to go back to school at 40 and 60 and 80. It will become normal for people who've been knocked down by a failure in business or in romance or in health to make a comeback. It will become normal for people to ignite talents that perhaps they'd put to sleep 20 or 30 years ago. It will become normal for us to imagine who we might become at 50 or 70 or 100.